Hi there, it's Wendy Hernandez with Command the Courtroom. And in this week's video, I want to talk with you about a situation that I observed in court a couple of months ago. So a couple of months ago, I was sitting in a courtroom waiting with my client for the judge to hear our restraining order. And as we were waiting, we were watching all the other people who were going before us. And one of the ladies who went before us was a woman who was trying to convince the judge to give her a restraining order to protect her children because she felt the father, the other parent, was putting the children in danger by driving with the kids while under the influence of alcohol. The first question the judge asked the woman was, well, is there a current custody order in place that gives this other parent rights? And her answer was yes. So that was red flag number one to the judge. The judge felt that by going to get a restraining order, that maybe the woman was trying to go around or circumvent the prior order on custody. And what the judge told her was that you need to seek to modify that prior family court order. And you can do it on an emergency basis. You don't need a restraining order to do that. So that was the first reason he was inclined to deny her request for the restraining order. The second reason was because, she was pleading with the judge and she was saying how much danger her children were. And when the judge asked her, well, have you called the police? Her answer was no. And when the judge asked her, have you called CPS? Her answer was no. CPS is also known as Child Protective Services. In Arizona, it's called the Department of Child Safety. So this woman was saying that she was afraid for her children's safety, yet she had not done the most basic of things, which is call the police, call 911, call CPS. So the judge had reason to question her credibility on that. So I give you this story because I want to make a couple of points. The first point is if you really feel like your kids are in danger and they're going to suffer imminent harm, then call 911, for God's sake. Call the police immediately. Call DCS immediately. You don't have to wait to go to court to do that. In fact, sometimes clients, they want a phone number for me where they can reach me at night or on the weekends. And the fact is that's when the courts are closed. If anything's going to happen, then the only people that can do anything about it are the police or DCS or a doctor at the emergency room if somebody's really been injured. So that's point number one. Do what you need to do to protect the children, and it doesn't necessarily need to involve the court system. The second thing is don't use restraining orders as a tool to get around an existing custody order in your case. Sometimes people are successful in getting restraining orders. You don't have judges who are as nitpicky as this particular judge was. But sometimes the fact that you got a restraining order, that a judge gave you one, could come back to bite you because the judge in the family court case or the judge who's looking at the custody orders again could find that you used that restraining order as a tool or as a way to get around the custody order. So just always be on the up and up. Do what you need to do to protect your kids. Make sure you're asking for the right things in front of the right judges, and always act in good faith. So that's going to do it for this week. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the Command the Courtroom channel on YouTube. Like us on Facebook. If you have questions you'd like me to address, drop me a line and I'll see if maybe it's something I can feature in a future video. But until next week, keep on trucking and remember to command the courtroom.